A boom 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 ba-dum boom 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 ba-dum boom 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 dum dum bum ba-dum ba-dum boom dum boom ba-dum ba-dum boom 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 ba-dum ba-dum boom 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 ba-dum ba-dum boom 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 ba-dum ba-dum boom boom ba-dum 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 we don't beat it ba do 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 dee ba do da boo do da boom boom do boo wee ba do dee boo boo do boo wee ba do do boo wee be dee bee boo be dee be dee wee dee be dee boo do boo wee ba do boo wee da me da ba do da be da boo do boo wee be dee bee do boo do boo wee ba da dum bum 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 ba dum da dum dum bo dee dum bum bum wham ba dum bum dum be dee bee ba wee ba dum dum bum be dum me da boo dum be da boo do boo bo wee ba do boo bo. Hello, hello, my melodies. Welcome back. Today's video is a recap of NAIC, the North American International Championships for Pokemon for 2026. So the competitors kit this year and for a lot of the internationals were the Mega Pokemon, and for North America, and it ended up being the Mega Blastoise line. So had to kind of go and get all of that fun products, and that was one of the reasons that I went out there. And so yeah, this video is going to be a little bit of like a vlog recap of what I got at the Pokemon Center, the pop-up Pokemon Center, some of the exclusive items, the competitor kit, and just kind of talking about the whole weekend, and some pack openings interspersed along with reviewing some of the products and some of the fun stuff that happened over the weekend. So it was I flew out on Thursday. I'm planning on having the start of the video be a silly little kind of travel out there type of things, and landing in New Orleans. And it was in New Orleans, Louisiana, this year again, and it was fun. It was at the Ernest Convention Center, a very big convention center, and a lot of the hotels are on the north sides, and all of the events are on the south side. So there was plenty of walking, but you can see I'm gonna pop up maybe a collage of pictures that I took around the event through all the different days. So it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday were the main days. Of course, I traveled on Thursday and was able to do some pick up the kits and do a little bit of shopping on Thursday, and then the travel home on Monday, basically. So you could see there's a lot of fun decorations in that hall. You can see all of the different Pokemon, all the different activities that were available there. Maybe not all of them, but the pictures that I took for them. There was plenty of good artwork, and then there's some fun stuff that was inside the Pokemon Center. My starting table was 375, so the beginning day was on Friday in the morning, and you needed to be in your seat by 9 o'clock, but there was a wonderful opening ceremony with some local music, some local groups, and some local artists that were performing, and of course Pikachu and the gang. Just a little fun little stuff right before the competition. And then you can see starting table 375, and then that competitor playmat, which was amazing to get. That is probably going to be my playmat from now on. And then if wherever it was, and maybe I'll try and sync it up to me talking about it, but there was Blastoises, and there were more Blastoises, and there were Mega Blastoises, and then there were other Blastoises, and it was all about Blastoise. I tried to take every picture of Blastoise that I could, from the competitor badge and spectator badges, and just everything around. Like it was so much fun as a Blastoise fan to be able to see all of that fun stuff. One of the cool things that I thought was interesting, I've never been a competitor at the international level before, but when you first entered the hall, I didn't go right at hall opening. I think it opened at 8, and I was like at like 8:10 basically. I didn't wait for the rope drop per se. But at the hall entrance, they had all of the professors and all of the different judges and staff lined up in the main hall there. It was such a fun event. There's a little clip of me walking through. Several people I know from being a professor was able to say hi to them, and it was a great little, like, it put a smile on my face. Right, they're all cheering, all the competitors coming in. We had I think we had over 3,700 masters. So in my division, so yeah, over 3,700 people playing in the main tournament on that Friday. So it was just large sea of people, so many different players, different decks. My deck was, I think it was number 5 most common deck. There was like only 100 and something people playing my version or a version of Slow King. And so that was kind of fun to see that the deck did show up. Of course, it made people teching against it and kind of targeting it a little bit harsher, and it ended up being yeah, I didn't do too well. So let's talk about the I tied twice. I won a number of different games. I just couldn't win the best 2 out of 3 for the matches. So I went 0, 6, and 2. I did play all 8 rounds that I was able to, just because, you know, some of it is practice because it is a marathon, right? It's an all-day event. We don't get a lunch break as masters, and it's a lot of games and a lot of shuffling, a lot of repetition. So more than anything, I knew I was going in. I wasn't really trying to win. It was more of gaining experience at an international level, because it's a day. It's not an easy thing. So those people who end up going and then making it to phase 2, they have 9 rounds on day 1. You know, you start at 9 a.m. You basically get out of there at like 8 or 9. It's a long day of just game after game after game after game, with tiny little breaks in between, but it's fun. And then, you know, it gives you a better respect for the people who actually do make it to the finals, and then they get all that added pressure of being on stream and people scrutinizing, people liking or not liking if you played Dragapult on the board, because there were a lot of different Dragapult variations out there. Yeah, a lot of different levels to the experience, and I'm glad that I was able to be a player on it so that I can be a better professor in the future. Like, I can empathize and sympathize with the players that are out there having a long day, and maybe they're making simple mistakes, but it's not simple when you're on your 8th, what is that, 8 times 3, you're like on your 24th game of the day potentially. Kind of wild stuff. Let's go through, let's go ahead and show some of the footage of the Pokemon Center. I'll probably put it to a little bit of a soundtrack I can find on YouTube somewhere. So yeah, let's look at the Pokemon Center footage that I was able to grab. Alrighty, you can see there was so much stuff to see and to grab, and there was just far too much that I couldn't fit it all into a suitcase. So I had to pick and choose what was going on. The Pokemon Center I was able to get on Saturday morning, so they were kind of a fresh stock of some of the items that kind of sold out each day. So I was able to grab the things that I really wanted to target and get, and I'll show you that in the backpack that's sitting over here. The backpack was one of the big things that I wanted to grab. Those exclusive backpacks are always a hot commodity, but it's a really good designed trading card game backpack, and of course it has Mega Blastoise on it, so it was fun. And I like the colors; it's a good rainbow color. Along with the Pokemon Center, if you did the Play Lab experience, where you got to do like training on learn to play the TCG, or learn to play Champions, or learn to play, I think they even had, or they had the video game console. They might have had Pocket there as well, but mainly it's the TCG or video game or the Champions. I guess Champions is a video game. There was, Go. Either the TCG, Go, or Champions, which is the new video game video game console video game thing. With that, there was also a small store in there, and so this first item I'm going to show off is where I got at the Play Lab. That's why I was talking about the Play Lab. I didn't realize that they actually had proper sizes for me, so I picked up the I picked up a little bit of dust. Okay, so I picked up it's called the comic line, but it has these fun little silhouettes of the starters. It is exclusive to the 2026. Let's see, there's the championships 2026 there. And it's a fun comic. It does come in my size, which is the big thing that I wanted to really kind of enjoy is grab it. And it's the colors are fun. There's a little bit of splash of colors, and then you have a bunch of comic book kind of panels. There's Clefairy and Pikachu way down there. Can I show that off? Where is that? There you go. Fun, just a fun zip up, and I prefer zip up hoodies. Just because I like being able to like open it up at different areas. Like the pullovers, you're committed to the full space, the full jacket. I like being able to unzip and have it at different kind of layers there. So that's the big item I wanted to kind of show off. Oh, I guess I can show off some of the competitor kit next. So like I said, everything was Blastoise for the competitor kit. So as signing up, you buy your ticket to be able to compete. You also get some items as being a competitor. So one of them is this competitor playmat, and you can see Mega Blastoise and then the whole Blastoise line. It says competitor. If you were to make it all the way and be one of the winners, you were also able to get a different design for Blastoise in the top 8. And then if you were one of the champions, the true winners, so top 8 and then top 1. If you won everything, then you were able to get a couple different designs. Now, I did not find... there were so many different people. I didn't know any of the people who ended up winning, so I wasn't able to ask them if they were going to sell their championship mats, but maybe at some point in the future I might find that online and try and buy one, but it's probably too expensive for my blood at the moment. But that was fun. Another one of the items that we got was the hat. So there's that, and actually let's go ahead and switch on over. Let's move that over there for the moment. Kind of look at the hat. So the hat is pretty darn awesome. Of course, Mega Blastoise, but the whole Blastoise line there, blue. It says 2026 for the kind of stamp on that side. I don't think there's a stamp over there. And then the Mega Evolution symbol. It is a snapback. Has the International 426 on the inside to kind of show off what it is. And kind of one size fit all. These are a little bit tight on my head. I can get to the last little spot, and it does fit for me. But yeah, was able to get a hat. I don't know if I'm going to wear it because it's just, I mean, it's beautiful. Might try and get another copy from one of my professor friends. So may be able to have one where I can wear it in the future. But for right now, we're going to put this one to the side. And before we continue, let's go ahead and roll for our little extra BPM zone pack battles. You know we like to have a little bit of extra fun going on. Yeah, and let's look really at the heaviest in today's opening. Get that up there. Let's get our Blastoise, our bouncer Blastoise, our security guard for the MVP section. And I brought a whole booster box of Perfect Order to pack battle and to give out. I gave about 2/3 of the box away, but not all of it. So during and through this video, we're going to open up some packs because, you know, it's part of the fun of what we like to have around here. Let's open up one pack and then get into the other stuff that we ended up getting. We're doing heaviest. Okay, so Fletchender. I need to clean off the the categories there. Okay, Staryu, 76 pounds, 6 pounds. Potion, there's no potion, there's no pound there. You'll get some extra weight if you keep eating those. Galets. Got Judge, that's fun. Frou-Frou is 61. Shaman is 11. And then Superior is 138.9 pounds. So I think Superior is probably the heaviest that we saw. Staryu is pretty heavy, but, you know, Staryu hangs out in the water, so. Okay, Superior is our first entrance into the BPM zone. Where is there? Okay, so some of the next things that we got, I ended up trading for an extra pack of sleeves, but the next thing that we got for being a competitor was these sleeves. So the Mega Blastoise sleeves, you can only get these as a competitor. Beautiful, beautiful sleeves. I did trade and get an extra set of them, so I might be able to use these. Might use these during building battles and stuff, just for fun and having some extra stuff. So we got sleeves as well. We also got this deck box. So you can see the Mega Blastoise deck box 2026, the Mega symbol. Venusaur's on here with Mega Blastoise. Oh, and Charizard's back there as well. I was going to say the evolution line is there. Play Pokemon Internationals for the championship. And then inside it comes with 2 dividers. We have Mega Blastoise kind of as a blue on the front and then the black on the front. So beautiful dividers, nothing on the back end, but these are standard products that usually, you know, Pokemon usually creates and has some fun with, but beautiful little deck box. Yeah, and of course Blastoise. I've been keeping the sleeves in there too. So let's keep the sleeves in there, keep all of my competitor kit together. Okay, we showed off the mat, we showed off the hat, we showed off those 2 things. What else did we get? The card. We got an Ultra Ball. Where did I get? What did I put? Yeah, there we go. So we also got, I'll show you some of the cards I got in a little bit. But the Ultra Ball with the international stamp on there. So this is the promo card that we got. The staff kit also has staff on there, so I'm going to try and get a staff Ultra Ball at some point as well. But yeah, fun stuff. This is all of the kit that we got, and then it was in a blue bag. I think I showed the picture of the blue bag already. Just kind of having fun there. Okay, talk about the competitor kit. Let's open up another pack, and then let's dive into the North American Internationals pop-up Pokemon Center. Have some fun there. Okay, we got Dedenne, we have Fletchling, we have Ariados, we have a Binacle. Volcanion is 429.9 pounds, 9.9. Yeah, okay. Volcanion will take over the heaviest spot. Got a core memory. Oh, well, I say that. Hippowdon's going to definitely take over. 661.4 pounds. So heavy, heavy Pokemon. Chinpao is 335. Meowstic. And a Mega Zygarde EX. There we go. Getting some good stuff with that nullifying 0 attack I've been thinking about trying to build this deck because it's kind of silly and fun. The raid boss that I ran the other day was certainly fun with that. So, okay, we got a double rare. Of course, you know what that means. We get into the MVP section. So Mega Zygarde's in the MVP section. That stands for Mark's Valuable Pokemon Card section. And we have a party going on back there. We are having a party. NAIC was a ton of fun. Okay, so let me try and get this without knocking anything over. I packaged everything together in the backpack. Actually, let's switch back to the big, just the face cam, I guess. And we can kind of look at some of this. So, Mega Evolutions, it's got all the Mega Evolutions on there. 2026, this is the backpack. There is a zipper kind of front area. There is a zipper upper area that has some dividers in there, a main area, and then a zipper for your binder in the back. I put a bunch of stuff in there. Each of the zippers, let me see if I can show off one of the zippers. Each of the zippers is kind of like an oil slick aluminum Pokeball. Very pretty, matches the different colors that are on here. There's the kind of the stamp there. Both sides have a mesh little spot for your playmat and for water bottles. So another one of the things that I really, really enjoy. The pattern continues on the back. You can see a Pokeball. You can see a Pokeball on kind of the padding. Intricate details. I love all of it. Of course, it's the Mega Evolutions backpack. So we have the Mega line, and then we have these little spots down here for pins. So each of the I don't know, the straps has a area where you can open it up, and you can see there's like a Velcro there if you heard that. But you can put your pins on your backpack so it shows up on your like shoulders as you're wearing it as well. And then yeah, I think it's just kind of a normal strap. There's no extra harness. Yeah, there's no extra clips on there. It's just a kind of a normal backpack from there. But all of that to say, I did put as much as I could into the bags as possible. So we're going to try and keep it here, and then we're going to get into some of the fun stuff. Okay, first item that I also bought. They also came with this pin. Oh, Hippodon. I moved Hippodon out of the way. Let's shrink back up. So they also came, move you out of the way. Also had a bag for pin trading. So this is the insert that you would put into the front, and you can see there's like a zipper here to be able to tuck this in and show off all of your pins. It's the same design, and then like it's just a crossbody bag, honestly. And it expands pretty well. I haven't opened this up yet. I think I will at some point, but just a fun, if you're a pin trader or anything really, it's just fun. I like it. And the strap, just a single color, nothing really super special with the crossbody bag. It has a lot of the same details, right? Talks about 2026 Pokemon International Championships. And yeah, definitely a fun product to end up grabbing. I think that was the only thing I put up in the front. In the Pokemon Center, they allowed you one ETB and one booster box. So I got a box of Ascended Heroes. We'll open this up in a future video. And then I also got one of the Elite Trainer boxes, the Ascended Heroes Elite Trainer box from the Pokemon Center. So I'm able to get that promo, and it was all retail MSRP, which was amazing, which is so fun. That's why they did the one-on-one, right? They didn't want you to overload what you were getting. This one wasn't from the Pokemon Center, but I did do a couple side events, and I got one of the sleepy Pikachu mood with the Jigglypuff. I'm not going to take this out right now. I think I'm going to keep that over here, kind of keep it in its box. I got the last one that was on the prize wall for playing. I also got, let me see, can I find it? So I got that, and then I got an Unknown plush with my points. So Unknown E and that statue for playing one of the events. It was called a team trio. So it was build and battle, but you had a team of 3 Between the three of you, you each got a build and battle kit, and then you were able to make 3 good decks out of it, and you played as a team. So at least 2 of your teammates, 2 of the 3 had to win their game. So you played 1 game, 30-minute round. 2 people won, you ended up winning the match. So we lost our first one. The team we went up against was very, very good. They had excellent decks built. But the second and third games, we ended up winning the best 2 of 3. So I did win. I lost the first round, and then I won the second 2 for my matches. So supported my team. Shout out to 2 wonderful random people. I was going to play with some other friends, but they didn't manage to get out there in time. So I found a couple of people who were like, hey, you want to do a build and battle? Cool. Oh, one of them was a friend or a fan of Nate. So I was able to grab a fan and then a random other person who wanted to do a build and battle anyway. And we went 2-0 or 2-1. That's right. 2-1 and got 100 points. And that's where I got the unknown plush and that figure. Definitely good stuff, good fun stuff. Okay, back into the Pokemon Center stuff. This is slightly big. They debuted the cat and dog line of stuff. So Pokemon Center, I got the Magikarp toy. There was the fishing rod cat toy. That's what it's called. Got a little squished on the way home. I hadn't planned on bigger items. Trying to fit into the suitcase, but we're going to open up this and play with our cats. It's kind of a corduroy texture and stuff, but such a cute little Pokeball fishing rod with a Magikarp on the end. I know my cats are going to love this. I'll try and get a good video of them playing with it at some point, but for right now, just cool, awesome, good stuff. I'm going to try and zip this up a little bit as I get through all of the fun stuff that is here. And actually, let me go ahead. Let me open up another pack, and then we'll get into some more of the items that I was able to buy or find at the Pokemon Center. There was a lot of stuff. The walk around, you want to see the video of me walking around and see. Hopefully I got some good angles. I was trying to wear one of my neck like the hanging one, so I was trying to keep an angle where you could see some fun stuff. We'll see how it edits. There's a Snorlax. The Snorlax is definitely going to take over the weight, so 1,014.1 pounds. Take over that category. We have Probopass at 700, not quite a Snorlax. We got Eradicate. We got Klefki. Oh, Probopass illustration rare, and then a Gengar on the back there. I had this open. Why did I close that back up? I need sleeves for the amazing pools. There we go. Oh. It twisted weird. Okay, there we go. Illustration rare Probopass for the next pack. Having some good fun with that. Okay. Let's, oh, of course. Same pattern, but in a playmat form. This, I think, is the bigger squares. You can look up the full size, but I did get one of the playmats just because, of course, I'm going to be playing with that Blastoise one like crazy. So I might keep this sealed just because. Who knows? If you really want one, I've got one. Might trade it or sell it in the future. Who knows? For right now, we're going to keep it sealed so that I can have that choice in the future. Okay, what's this next one? Oh yeah, picked up the double deck box for the exclusive event. This I'm going to keep, or I'm going to definitely open and use at some point. So let's go ahead and open it. See what's in there. If I can get the, come on now. There we go. Trying to get the tape off the side, and then it didn't want to open up the rest of the way. Come on. Open sesame, please. Oh, there's a piece of the plastic. There we go. Okay, so double deck box, fun pattern. There's the pattern on the back. The Mega Evolutions, the sides are pretty much the same. It is magnetic, so you have this magnetic little thing. You can also write on it. And the inserts are like so. That's why I wanted to open it and show off the inserts. So it looks like the inserts are pretty much, yeah, they look identical. And then there are dividers in here. We've got Venusaur, the X and Y Charizard, and then Mega Blastoise. Yeah, see, that's why you open up your stuff. You get your fun Mega Blastoise divider there. I might switch over my my kit for my raid battles into this. I have it in a double deck box right now, but yeah, this might be what it becomes. Switch over to everything as Pokemon or as Blastoise much as possible. What's this next big one? Oh yeah, so the at a lot of the pop-up Pokemon centers at the different events, you can get these coin, damage counter dice, and condition marker sets. The newer sets, of course, don't have like a V-Star marker or anything like that, but I did pick this up. This was the second item that I really wanted. So I really wanted the backpack, got it, and I really wanted this box. Very, very happy that they were still in stock. From what I understand, the first couple days, they limited the amount of items that you could buy, so you can only do one of each. Backpack stayed at one of each, but then some of the other stuff was, they removed the restrictions. So, okay, so tuck this out. It has a little sleeve, which is awesome. And then the box itself, you can see it's that same beautiful, fun pattern, all the different evolutions, and then it should be a kind of a foam situation in here. So there's the Mega symbol. Look at that. So these are kind of the stained glass. You can kind of see through them a little bit. Beautiful, beautiful little condition markers. These are little metal pieces here. I think they are all up to 100, right? So there are different colors, but it's all the same color there, and they come in the 3 different colors, but they're little metal things. I'll probably swap out what's going on there. And then this Charizard coin is pretty darn awesome as well. Looks like we have that's it. I think it's X and Y, right? So there's X, and then there is the Y, one with the top and the bottom. Beautiful, beautiful coin for all of that stuff, and a nice little box. I think I am going to be using the poison and the fire markers in the future, and potentially these damage markers as well. But fun kit. I definitely wanted to get one of these for those stained glass kind of markers. The markers have been similar in the past as well. Let's see. Is there anything else that's kind of big? Oh yeah, let's talk about one of the other exclusives. So this is Pikachu with you can put a card in there. This is exclusive to the events. Where's my opening? There we are. Let's get this out of plastic so we can look at it better, right? Now at first I wasn't going to get one of these. But once I saw them in person, I was like, okay, I do kind of want one of these. I did manage to get through the Play Lab a second one. So the fun and the joy, Nate had asked me to grab an extra one for his editor, John. So managed to get a second one, but this one is going to be mine. We'll be back in the playset. You can see here, you can put a card in here to try to show off the your card with Pikachu holding on to it. He has a Mega Signal on the hat. It's that same gradient of different colors, and exclusive to the 2026 International Championships there for the tag. So very, very fun. Pikachu will end up somewhere in the backdrop. I'll figure out a good place for it. Okay. Let's open up another pack while we're hanging out. This will probably be a longer video in general. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching all the way through and stuff. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We like doing openings, different trading card games, different fun, and you know, this pack battle stuff. If you like you like having a little bit of extra fun with your pack openings, you can pack battle against any of my videos and add a little bit of extra flavor to your pack openings. Okay, we got Halucha, we've got Probopass 749, and then Survivor for that pack. We've already gotten you Probopass with your obliterating nose attack. That's so silly. But it does 260, which is kind of crazy. That's fun. Yeah, we got plenty of packs left. Let's go grab the next thing. Okay, well, I think we're getting into some of the other smaller items. Another exclusive is these pins. I honestly just picked it up because I was like, oh, this says exclusive. I guess let's grab it. So I don't know what these pins are about. Looks like it is, yeah, it's just championship pins. The different stuff there, it is a clicker. Looks like it's the same, just kind of the 3 different colors and color patterns. I don't know if I like this version of the colors. I don't know. But you got the pins in there so that you can write on some of the other stationery that happened. Let's keep going. Okay, yeah, now we got in all the other fun stuff. Not exclusive, but was out of stock, and then I saw it was in stock. We got Pixel pins for the Blastoise. Not the cheapest things in the world, but I mean, it's Blastoise. Look at that. Look at that Blastoise. You gotta keep having fun with that. We got a magnet. Now this one was exclusive of the starters and the different pattern there. Beautiful, beautiful. Of course, that goes with the Mega Evolution line of stuff. Let's grab, oh, okay, yep. Same of the 3 starters there, and then the comic pattern on the lanyard. So lanyard with the 3 pins. This was another exclusive. I ended up picking that one up just because. And I think we're getting into more of the pin stuff. So here's one of the other exclusive pins with the starters. We have another exclusive pin. I mean, a lot of this is my first international, so I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and get them. Beautiful pin stuff, and I guess I got a bag now to put all the different pins in there. If you did the trading card game Play Lab experience, you get this Espeon pin, which is wonderful. Now, the Play Lab has been doing stuff like this, where you can get the trading card ones. These are very sought after. Not exclusive to the international championships, but exclusive to going through and doing one of the Play Labs. I had to sign up for a spot to be able to get in and actually do that. Oh, another one of the dog items. So this was the dog and cat line. Beautiful stuff for dogs and for cats hanging out. But this was the blue leash one. I'm not going to take that out because I think I'm going to see if I have a friend who might want this. So I don't want to open that up quite yet. Other pins, right? Oh, that's right. Part of the competitor kit, you also got a Mega Blastoise competitor pin. So that was one of the pins that was part of the kit. And then all this other stuff is fun. Oh, there's a strap in here to be able to put your tube inside there. Oh, another thing they did. So if you went through the Pokopia demo at the event, you got a Ditto pin. Now I didn't go through the Pokopia event, but I did trade for this in the trade room. I'll talk about the trade room here in a few minutes as well. Okay, so I think that's everything in the main area. Okay, so we're gonna tuck some of this stuff back in. And then I think there was one more area where I put all the stickers and stuff. Put that back in, put that back in, put that back in. I think I'm going to put this over here. If I can reach, there we go. Put this back in. Okay. Main part of the backpack zipped back up. I don't want to catch that. Okay, and then in the very, very back, you can zip this up. This is meant for your binder, your trade binder and things. But I put the stack of stickers and items like so. Okay, let's put you over here. You're gonna stand up for me? Nice. Okay, last exclusive, oh, I guess two more exclusive items. The notebook here, so it's the same pattern. I haven't opened this up. I'm assuming there's some fun stuff on the actual inside of the sheets. I try not to open up notebooks until I'm ready to use them. There are plenty of notebooks in my house that have never been opened. So I don't know if I'm ever going to open this. So we're not going to right now. But yeah, having some fun there. The lanyard. Oh, I didn't bring the lanyard down. So we got a Internationals lanyard with my badge. I think I have a picture on there that I showed at some point. That is actually part of the trades that I did. Got some championship stickers that were showing off or letting people know that Champions has come to mobile now. So now you don't have to have a Switch. You can play Champions on your phone. I think to play in the actual tournament, though, you do need a Switch with Champions installed and on there, but you can play on the go now, which is fun. So I think I might start playing Champions more. And that was that sticker. If you bought from any of the vendors throughout the event, you got some of these Play Pokemon stickers. These come to the Play Pokemon stores. It's not too exclusive on that, but the last exclusive item were these stickers. I got two of these, and it comes with the starters. Of course, the Mega Blastoise and X and Y, and then the Mega Symbol and the 2026. So I bought one to open up and potentially put on a bottle or something, and then one to keep sealed. So that is truly all the fun stuff that I bought at the Pokemon Center. Let's open up another pack before we continue our discussions and fun. We got more stuff to talk through. Okay, there's the code card for you. Okay, Bunnelby for this pack. We got Crushing Hammer. Oh, I'm throwing stuff around. We got Amora. We have Spinarak. We have Naveen. Hippodon there. Snorlax is there. We got the Pokepad. That's awesome. Snivy. Drapion illustration rare and an Aurorus for that one. I don't think I have this Drapion yet, so that'll go into the binder that we are putting together. Trying to collect everything in perfect order as always. Trying to collect perfect or everything. Let's open up another one. I just want to open up one more before we continue on talking about everything that happened at the event. There's so much that happened. There were some carnival games. Like I said, I already talked about the side events. I was very fortunate enough. On Sunday, I mainly went through and was watching or just hanging out or shopping. I'll talk about the shopping here in a second, but this is, oh, that's just 116.8 versus the 1,000. I thought that said 1,000, 1,100. Nope. Diggersby, got Naveen, Antique Sale Fossil, and then a Gengar for that rare. I do think I gave away the SIR of the booster box for that set. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about some of the fun stuff. So I found these things I found at the airport for New Orleans. Fun, music is food for the soul. Feed the music, savor the flavor, eat more music. New Orleans Jazz Cannibals, just a fun little poker set. Played some of the solitaire, that scoundrel versions. With that, also found a fun little, cute little coin purse, I guess is how you would say it. It says New Orleans and music with the piano. I thought that was a cute little thing, so I put that in there. And then I also grabbed this set, this like keychain that says New Orleans with some dice on some music stuff. So very, very cute, jazzy stuff from New Orleans. There was jazz influence all over the place, but I thought this was a fun little item and put that in there. And then there were a couple kiosks that had these watch over voodoo. So I got the Always Be Lucky one. It says, I will bring you good fortune in whatever you do and wherever you may roam. I thought that was a fun little idea. Fantastical, fortunate fortune. And there's cute little guys. It also looks a little bit like a Pokeball, right? Like it's got the red, it's got the white. It's a fortune little guy. I didn't take him out yet, but I did pack battle with him at the airport. I need to edit and put that short up somewhere. I think I'm going to put that on probably on my other social media stuff. Let's go ahead and get him out of here and have some good fun. Don't need the twist tie. I think I might save that. I don't know. I always save paper and plastic, but yeah, cute little voodoo doll. And there was there was a bunch of different voodoo dolls for different things. I thought this one was fun. I'm glad it has the Always Be Lucky and what it's for. Yeah, kind of all your roaming. I was roaming around, wanted to put that in there. I'm going to keep it with my New Orleans stuff though, my keychain there. Keep you guys together. Over with the playing cards. And yeah, okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I got 5 more packs. Let's open up one more pack, and then let's talk about the trading and the vendors that were at the event. So upstairs, so it was a 2-story convention center, and upstairs you could go into an area that was for trades. I did sit down and do some trades and do some pack battles with different fans that came on over. Thank you guys for subscribing. To those who weren't subscribing or subscribed, thank you for subscribing and hanging out with me. Thank you for the trades. So nothing in that pack, but some of the trades we did. We got this this Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, old school lenticular pattern. That's the promo. Did not trade for that one. We traded for Friends in Paldea. I was able to get this trade on Sunday while I was walking around. What I was trying to say a little bit earlier, I was very fortunate to run into Nate and Marie and hang out with Bear Walker. Wonderful guy, super fun. I teased him because of the Japanese lore. I think I probably teased him too much. I'm sorry, Bear, if I was too upfront. I don't know. Hopefully, you seem like you had good stride. It was a good banter. Anyway, wonderful to meet you, Bear. Wonderful to hang out with Bear, and got to see a Creamy Sunday again, which is wonderful. She is such a cute little delight. I say little because I'm over 6. I am 6'3", and she is a little bit shorter. Some of the fans mentioned like, "Oh, I didn't realize how tall you were in person." So shout out to all the fans who didn't realize how tall and big I am. Good deal. But yeah, traded for all these fun stuff. We got Frost last year. We have a Mimikyu Pokeball. I picked that one up for a friend. I don't know if you know who that friend is. Of course, I love the T Pokemon. This binder didn't have too many things, so I wanted to trade something, and he wanted something a little bit bigger. Traded for Volo. I think I'm fairly certain I needed this one in the binder. Then I was trying to get anything that had a Pokeball in there. So traded for a couple super rods as well. There was somebody who wanted a larger card, but only had like different stuff. This was the Squirtle, but it's in Spanish. I think it was in Spanish is what he said. So got a Squirtle with a different language in there. Looking for Pokeballs, so traded for the Pokeball there. I already have that one, but it's fun. Pokeball in the Yamper. Then traded, I think I purchased that Meloetta. I know I traded for the Mighty Yena, and then I found some Meloettas at the vendors, ended up getting some of the older ones. I've been collecting Professor Research, that is Professor Oaks from the 25th anniversary, so I bought a play set of those. They're really cheap right now, and I think they're going to reprint these, reprint Pokemon Professor's Research, and then you can use any Professor's Research. So this is my favorite one. So I bought a playset of that. Some different older Meloetta cards. Again, some more Professor's Research cards because I think it's going to be playable. Found this promo of Meloetta. at one of the vendors. It was a little bit overpriced, but the fact that it was there, one of the vendors did have the box that was available, but he was trying to sell it for $600. I was like, I only really need the promo. Not too excited about the packs in there. Not crazy. I don't have to open those packs, but I do want the Meloetta with the moon. So found that one. That was a pretty good one. And then traded for a Mega Scrafty EX as well, this SIR. So got some good SIRs for the binder, for the collection, and some of the Meloettas. There was on Sunday, there was a content creator cosplaying as Meowth. So got a Mardi Gras coin from Meowth on Sunday. I thought that was a ton of fun. One of the trading people also was doing the Mesostar and the Japanese games. So I picked up a Clefairy, a Clefable, and a Slowking token. And these are the things you can use in the game. They did have these little holders that they could put as a keychain for these little guys. I only grabbed one because I just wanted the one Clefairy. Looked for a Blastoise. I couldn't find it. I had to run off to do another event, but at some point I do want to try and find a Blastoise that is one of those. And yeah, those were all of the trades and silly stuff. I'm sure that as I was talking on them, I probably threw up some of the video footage as well on those different things. Let's see, we talked about that. Let's open up another pack, and then we'll talk about some of the other stuff. I made a note over here of like all the things I wanted to talk about. So got to hang out with Nate and Bear and some of the other content creators as we were watching the finals on Sunday. So lovely, lovely set of people, wonderful people. And then, yeah, we watched the finals. I'll probably show some of that footage here coming up here near the end. And then we got the announcements for the kind of next internationals and where North American internationals will be next year. And of course, I'm sure if you're following the news, you already know, but if you're not, next internationals is going to be in Chicago. So there was a lot of fun excitement around that. Looks like all the different brands are going to be back. Of course, Bear is one of the brands that's on there, and then Sideshow and Jazzwares and all of the fun products that you know. They just gave us the brand names though, so not 100% sure if there was any reveal of like new products coming next year. I'm sure we'll have more announcements when we get to Worlds. Of course, I've not been invited out to Worlds, so it won't be out in San Francisco this year, at least right now, unless something really changes. A lot of other great people were able to get partnerships and be able to be lucky enough to be selected. I was not, so we are happy for others. And we're going to see, I think it was, so I think Katie's definitely on there. I know Marie's on there. Of course, Nate is a full partner, so usually gets invited out. I'm sure Bear has also been invited out, and all the big names. I'm a tiny name, if you even know my name. But we're having fun no matter what. I did apply for the Play Lab, so maybe I can go be a Play Lab player or a professor. But until right now, I'm not going. Okay, we got Evil EX Full Art. I know somebody at League is playing or planning to build this deck, so I think we'll throw that in the binder if I think I already have one. Yeah. And so that's some of the announcements is there's going to be some new plushes and stuff coming to Worlds, coming to Internationals next year. There was one that was Cosmog that looked like a little astronaut, very cute. I'm not going to post any of those pictures because they're not my pictures, but you can search the internet for some of the announcements and those pictures to have some extra fun there. And yeah, we had some good times overall. Yeah. I think I'll probably wrap up this video showing some of the finals and those announcements pieces, and then last pack is going this one. It's going to Luxray, so there's the last pack. We got some pretty decent pulls of what was left of the booster box. I did hand out plenty of theirs. I did hand out the SIR to one of the people who pack battled. So one of the kids that came by and said hi. So I went to a good home, in my opinion, which is awesome. But we had some that we brought home with us. Looks like Snorlax is winning the BPM zone at 1,014.1 pounds. If you have anything that's heavier than Snorlax and you pull it, let me know in the comment section down below. We always like to pack battle and all this fun stuff. And yeah, it was a long one. But if you made it this far, thank you so much for hanging out. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Help me grow so I can continue to spread and have some fun with Pokemon, have some fun with you, and just, yeah, hang out, right? Hopefully I brought a little bit of joy and a little bit of a pause from this chaos that's happening in the rest of the world. This is always a safe space. We're not going to have any negativity on the channel. And honestly, if there is any negativity that shows up, we're going to hug it. We're going to embrace it with positivity so that we can help heal those people who are a little bit negative. If you are feeling down or just upset or anything, like, it does get better. It is always rough, but we can choose to be happy. So let's choose to be positive in how we react to all the different fun stuff. I don't know why I did a little bit of therapy at the end there, but there it is. We're having fun. We're enjoying life. Let's continue to enjoy life together. Thank you so much for commenting and sharing this video. I appreciate each and every one of you. Remember to keep singing the song in your heart. And in the end, a little music goes a long way.